Hey friends, Keith Wilson coming to you from goinceptus.com, www.goinceptus.com. If you want to lead really, really well and avoid a major pitfall, you need to watch this video. One of the single greatest things that leaders miss when they are leading any team organization is the gap between them and the people they're leading. And let me explain that. Today I got to meet with a really incredible client of mine, and I'm here in this team meeting room that we're in, which is a really awesome place, and they're trying to run me out of here. Got stuff going on right now. But there's a gap that exists between all leaders and their staff or employees, because there's a perceived authority thing that always gets in the way. And today I got to meet with this team, and we just talked about that. We just named it and put it out there so that they could actually deal with it and understand it, because the communication wasn't happening. There were meetings I was sitting in or being a part of and helping facilitate where I'd realized that the leader might say something and people down here had something else to say but wouldn't say it, and so they'd leave without understanding and they'd leave stuff unsaid. And their capability and skill is not being utilized for the team and the organization, and that just boggles and drives me crazy. So we just named it today. So if you realize as a leader, if you can think about, if you get this visual image in your head, when you walk into a room as a leader, as a parent or whatever, you're like a police officer with a gun and a badge. A friend of mine uses this analogy. It's an incredible one. Are you going to say no to a police officer? Are you going to kind of challenge them, or you're going to say, you know what, I disagree with you, I wasn't speeding? That's scary. They have the power to fire you, they have the power to kind of cast you out in some way, and they have authority over your life. So leaders, if you understand that when you walk into a room, you carry enormous weight, people aren't going to always speak up in that unless you're really careful to build relationship and invite them in. And here's the best question you can ask in any meeting to make sure you close this gap as much as possible between the perceived gap of you here and them here, is to ask anytime you're making a decision, is there anything else that anybody has left unsaid? That'll close the gap. And then say, do you feel like I've heard you, or do you feel understood completely in this thing? And that will narrow it even more. And if you make sure you leave every time asking people, do you feel like I understand you? Do you feel like you've left anything unsaid? Is there anything I'm not hearing? And you even use your posture to sit back and open your kind of arms up so that people see you're open to receiving and discussing. Trust me, that will change your conversation. I saw it change the conversation today. Got to facilitate a great conversation with people about how their body language communicates what they're saying and how things are being left unsaid, and how we build respect and trust in that, and how we have the discipline and the courage to step up and say, hey, you know what, I think we need to think about this, even when I'm low man on the totem pole, because we need your capability. It was an incredible conversation, led to some really great breakthrough, and they're going to do much better work going forward because of it. If you want some help facilitating that kind of conversation, we love to come in and help do that hard work with relationships and building trust and respect. Give us a call, message me on whatever social media platform we're connected on. Keith Wilson is my name, with www.goinceptus.com. That's INC like Inc. Incorporated, Inceptus.com. So we can help you do even more awesome work, and you can get back to the stuff you love and not miss out on the opportunities and the relationships that are kind of struggling. Thank you. Do awesome work.